Hello, friends. Welcome back to allornonelaw. This is a medical video lecture, physiology. And today's topic of discussion is milk, ejection, reflex. So, guys, this is a milk ejection reflex. So, I'm gonna talk about this, and before starting a discussion on this, I would request you to subscribe to our channel and please do share our videos with your friends. Let's start with the milk ejection reflex. Let me draw a diagram over here. If this is the breast, okay, and in the breast there are a lot of touch receptors. Touch receptors. There are a lot of touch receptors present over here, and if this is, and when the baby touches or starts sucking, if this is a baby's mouth, I'm not able to draw it very accurate. Okay, if think that this is a baby, I don't know how this baby is, maybe something, I think okay, touch receptors. When the baby touches, and that leads to the stimulation of receptors in the nipple. Okay, sucking by the baby leads to the stimulation of the touch receptors over here. Now these touch receptors are stimulated. Okay, they are stimulated, and these impulses discharged from the touch receptors are carried by somatic afferent nerve. Somatic afferent nerve fibers to, okay, this is what is exactly, this is a spinal cord, okay, and this will go and end on two nuclei. You have to remember that's one is supraoptic nuclei, supraoptic nuclei, okay, nucleus, sorry, and paraventricular nucleus. Okay, guys, so these two nucleus are present in hypothalamus. Okay, so this should be a hypothalamus, right? Did you get me? Okay, so this goes and stimulates, and this, the when the baby starts touching or sucking, the touch receptor is stimulated and the impulses are carried through the somatic afferent nerve fibers to spinal cord and end in the supraoptic nucleus and the paraventricular nucleus of hypothalamus. And this is hypothalamus. Okay, guys, right? Good. Now the hypothalamus in turn sends impulses to the posterior. If this is a pituitary and this is a posterior, right, we'll make it, this is a posterior. Okay, posterior pituitary, PP, the posterior pituitary. It sends some fibers from over here. If these are gonna end over here, and this gonna send the fibers over here to the posterior pituitary, and the fibers that carry from paraventricular and supraoptic nucleus to the posterior pituitary is known as hypothalamo-hypophyseal tracts. Hypothalamo-hypophyseal tract. Okay, guys, so when this posterior pituitary gets the impulses from these nerve fibers, it releases an what you call hormone that is known as oxytocin. Okay, oxytocin. So oxytocin is released by the posterior pituitary because of the stimulation and the impulses carried from the supraoptic nuclei and the paraventricular nucleus to the posterior pituitary. Okay, so this in turn oxytocin goes and causes the contraction of one of the function I'm talking about of oxytocin, goes and start the contracting myoepithelial cells of breast. Myoepithelial cells of breast. And this causes ejection of the milk, and the milk present in the lobules will get into the what you call sac, and it's ejected through the nipple, and the baby starts drinking the milk. So this is how exactly the milk ejection reflex works. Milk ejection reflex. Okay guys, I hope you got an idea, and remember the oxytocin secreted by the posterior pituitary, one of the function is to give the contraction or to contract the epithelial cells of the breast, and there are other functions depending on the pregnant uterus and a non-pregnant uterus. So I'm gonna make another video on that. So this is about the milk ejection reflex. Try to memorize this, and this is very cool, very simple. Try to know the nucleus, okay, and try to know how it works. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is helpful for you. Take care.